Welcome back, everyone. It's Stray Faye here with another episode of Cupid, Parasite. In the last episode, we had the resolution to the conflict. A very silly resolution. And we had a steamy night with Shelby in a single studio apartment. So the relationship is pretty solid at this point. So we're getting towards the end of Shelby's route. And yeah, I think we have like 1 or 2 more chapters to go, and then if it's like pretty short, then we'll probably do the normal endings and maybe the bad endings together. Alright, let's start first couples lesson on the company's anniversary. I was at home with Shelby while looking seriously at a piece of paper. Is it the morning after? Oh wait. That says marriage on it. They did move pretty quickly with their relationship. They're like, alright, 1 legit date. Here's an engagement ring. And now looks like they're sending marriage certificates. Shelby Snail, 32 years old. Address. I made the mistake. Sorry. I'm glad we brought lots of it just in case. Why is he like messing up their certificate? I take out another sheet from my bag. The paper says marriage filing on it. Making it official. Shelby and I will be getting married. We've dated and lived together for a while and I've decided to file for our marriage. Easy to remember, so we decided to become legally married on the day the company was founded. No. A very business-centric. Could celebrate both the anniversary of the company and your marriage anniversary. By the way, my citizenship registration was created by Lady Minerva, goddess of wisdom and war. There weren't any issues thus far, so it should be fine. I guess she forged it impeccably. Haha. But my last name will change, so maybe everyone at the company will be surprised. Gonna be Lynette Snail now. Gonna get some, like, privileges. Or it might be hard for you to be a bridal advisor, too. Might get too many privileges that people will start getting jealous. The advisor department wouldn't expect it at all. I can imagine them all getting a big surprise. But I'm no longer a bridal advisor either. Oh, okay. She had to, like, step down from that position or change positions. With Owen and Peter gone, I've taken up the position of the president's secretary because of the increased workload. In a way, this is a promotion. I'll be in a closer position to the president, so I can better help the matchmaking of humans. Oh, but you're not involved directly. That's kinda sad. It'll be much easier to suggest new plans this way. No matter where I am, what I do won't change. I'll be at Cupid Corporation, which was founded by my love, to help bring humans together in love. Work and love are both important. That's why I'll try and obtain both. Here's Shelby. Next is 4. And then 3. Right. 4, 3. Having trouble. The president is really nervous. He's really taking long to enter information to the sheet. It's like a child learning to write. It's like way different than his like business self. Is just like boom, 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 get it done next. You made a mistake on the number again. Shelby looks at me while breaking out in a cold sweat. I couldn't help but burst out laughing. Haha, I didn't know you would get nervous like this, Shelby. Of course I would. This is the first time I've done this. Even though you're such a devoted husband? I said that teasingly, and the president gets a deep wrinkle between his brow. Oh, you. I'm joking. Now let me do a little charm for you so that you can write better. A charm? I'm sorry, but I don't. I kissed him before he could finish. Aw, little smooch. I won't let him say that he doesn't believe. Whether it be with charms or Sasquatches or gods, there could be things that he doesn't believe in that actually exist. He used to say that love was illogical, but he believes in it now. So I hope you can believe in charms too. By doing that, that would expand our horizons. What? Haha, now it's perfect! With this charm, you can now finish writing it, or just get even more flustered. I put my index finger over my lips and winked. Shelby blushed and opened and closed his mouth like a fish. What are you saying? Come on, let's start over, Shelby. I take out a new sheet and had him start by writing his name. Maybe that charm worked because Shelby was able to go through the whole thing without making a mistake. And then, finally, done! After Shelby, I put in my information to complete the marriage filing. Now we just need to submit this to the City Hall. We finally did it. Yes, we did. We both were making a meek expression. Once this is submitted, we will be a real married couple. Uh-oh. Now I'm feeling nervous all of a sudden. Oh my, after you were teasing him so much. This is the greatest decision in one's life. Something that doesn't happen all too often. Lynette. The president was looking at me while making a stiff expression. It's obvious that he's also nervous. Are you really sure? It's your last chance to back out of this. He says that while looking at a little pale. I didn't think he would say something like that, so I feel a little irritated. Please don't underestimate me. Did you really think I would refuse? Well, no. But I don't want you to regret your decision. That's true. But Shelby, I didn't accept your proposal without thinking things through. I moved my face close to his so I can look deep into his eyes. Getting married by forever and giving up on Celestia. This is a decision that I've made with a strong conviction. I can't explain that to Shelby because he doesn't believe in gods, but still. I want to marry you because I love you. Those feelings haven't changed. He places his hands on my shoulders and we kiss again. It was a kiss to confirm our feelings. He closed his eyes and took deep breaths. Shelby then opened his eyes as if he'd made up his mind. That's right. Let's go then, to submit this document to City Hall. Shelby takes the marriage filing in hand. His expression told me that he had no hesitation. Yes! Shelby was always afraid and clung onto his status. That was something he would always run to. But he'll be fine now. We hold hands and head out the door to become a real married couple. Oh, okay, that was the end. Alright, that was really short. I didn't expect that to, like, just come to a screeching halt. Okay, so I'll probably do the normal end and probably the bad ends, just, like, mixed in together here. Alright. That was sweet. There's probably something after the credits. But yeah, I liked it. It was funny. It was funny in many parts. A lot of company political drama as well. I do feel really bad for Owen though. They gave Owen the shaft in this ending, which wasn't fair because in the Ryuki route, like, Owen had a good ending. He got with Melanie. Like, I almost feel like that spoiled this, like, that whole thing spoiled this ending. But I mean, it was realistic. Like, he tried to kill Lynette and tried to, like, sink the company. So, like, of course there would be consequences. Like, in the real world, they wouldn't just be like, alright, I forgive you. Go off scot-free. Bye. Like, no, that would be a little too unrealistic. Even though this is like a fantasy story. But yeah. Maybe Owen won't have bad endings. Didn't like the other routes. But yeah, I did like Shelby though. All these like the rest that I've done so far, Ryuki and Shelby, they have like they put like a smile on my face, and there's a lot more romance than there was in Cafe Enchante. Cafe Enchante was just like a roller coaster, a fantasy roller coaster. But there's a lot more fuzzy feelings here. Alright, we're almost through the credits. What's at the end? Oh, the drooly smooch. I mean, smooching can be pretty drooly. Alright, is this a good end? Anywhere, as long as it's with you. Aw. Ah, my heart. And a month later. What do you think? Oh, she's in the bridal shop. Is she picking out a wedding dress? It's Claris. Wow, that's great. You're so cute. I love it. Wait, Minerva's here too? Okay. Cupid, you're so cute. That dress is wonderful. Gee! I cautiously peek out of the dressing room and see Claris, Chi, and for some reason, Auntie. Auntie, you were here? Of course. My precious niece is getting married. Yes, today is the marriage ceremony with Shelby. He said that he only wants to file for the marriage legally, but Shelby later said that he wanted to hold a small ceremony for friends and family. Okay. I feel like I would just, like, if I ever got married, it would probably just be, like, on paper. Because I would probably be a nervous wreck having a ceremony. Like, I would know, like, if I had any speeches or, like, planning, I think I'd just, like, go in shambles. Like, I would not enjoy it. I'd just be sweating the whole time. Shelby in the past would have said that it's illogical, but he sure has changed since he was the one who wanted this. As for me, I feel happy about it. He cares about me enough to want to do the marriage thing right. Are you sure this was the right dress? Then again, you did see the photo when I tried it on. Perfect. You look like a real angel. That's perfect. Don't worry. Thank goodness. Anyway, you two seem to be in sync. Do you actually know each other? No way. We just met earlier. We hit it off because we're really in line with each other. Yup. Claris and Auntie looked at each other and smiled. I would never expected these two would be close. Alright. Claris takes a look at her phone and gasps. The attendees have to gather now. I'll get going. Whoa, she's finally gone. There's something I needed to say only when we're alone. Let me whisper into your ear. Did you know that when you fall in love, and that love is reciprocated, you'll be released from your role as Cupid? Released? What do you mean? Your Cupid's bow got removed, right? Oh, yeah. Yes, on that day, my Cupid's bow went missing. I quickly messaged Auntie about it. Right, I think like there was a little bit more explanation about it in Ryuki'd it out, but like in this route you heard like the little necklace chink and I guess like it broke off and then she couldn't find it. Auntie then told me that she would research it first and get back to me. Don't worry, the bow and arrow that was removed after falling in love has gone back to Celestia. You have nothing to worry about. Really? That's great. I thought Lord Jupiter would be fuming at me. But if you live in the human realm, your sense of time will now be the same as humans. You are prepared for that, right? Oh, she's gonna have a normal human lifespan. Yes, of course. I love him so much after all. Naturally, I have no regrets over Celestia. I see. then there's nothing more for me to say. I pray for your happiness, Cupid. But now that you're human, you can't see us unless we take human forms either. She nods next to her in agreement. Seems that from now on, I won't be able to see Chi either. I suddenly felt a prick in my heart. But we'll be watching over you. You're still family. Auntie. I call her that without thinking, and Auntie's smile suddenly froze up. Call me Lady Minerva, you hear? Oh. That's right. She gets really mad when I call her Auntie. I quickly apologize, but then someone else comes in. Oh, hi. Oh, Mars. You got a lot of nerve showing up here. Minerva, what are you doing here? We're family, so Cupid invited me. What about you? I invited him too. Dad was sorry and he did come to apologize many times. You almost killed Lynette indirectly by, like, ruining Owen, but still. Because he fell in love with that robot vacuum cleaner, Mom, Venus, refused to talk to him. Other gods also ridiculed him. And at the same time, he understood how scary it was to be controlled by others. Dad came to me apologizing profusely. Minerva, I'm sorry for that. Gods should not be so arrogant. I endured that nightmare for 30 days. I learned my lesson now. Besides, because I fell in love with a human creation like that, I couldn't bring myself to hate humans since then. Wait, okay. Huh? Did you get some new preferences while you were at it? Maybe he did. But that's why I took responsibility for all the commotion caused this time around. Especially with Owen. I've taken advantage of him for far longer than those 30 days. I'm really sorry for him. You better be. Oh my. That arrogant and stubborn god of war has gotten so meek. Great job, Cupid. I know. I win this round. In the beginning, I thought that getting promoted would show him up. But now my goal is to persuade him against his arrogant elitism over mankind. With Dad reflecting on his mistakes, I achieved my goal. Now that Dad has reconsidered his wrong opinion, I wanted to walk down the aisle with him. Sorry. Ta-da. Okay, gotta drink some water. That's why I invited him to the wedding. Since we're doing a wedding ceremony, I wanted to do it the same way as humans. That was my secret wish. I'm still mad at Dad, and I still won't forgive him for what he did, but it's still true that he raised me. Yes, I will use my divine power to restore order. I, the god of war, Mars of the Deconsentes, shall put things right and return to Celestia. Okay. Oh, I'm guessing that means he's gonna help Owen. I see. Alright then. Then I'll oversee him. You can leave that to me. Thank you, Lady Minerva. You're so dependable. Oh. I hugged Auntie. At that moment, the staff of the wedding hall came in. Mr. Snail and Sir... Oh, Mrs. Snail and Sir. The preparations are complete. May I ask you to go to the hall? Yes. I felt a bit awkward to be called Mrs. Snail. I still can't get used to it. I'm sure it'll become more natural as time goes on. Shall we go? Dad looks to me nervously. I've almost never seen him like this. Dad is still in his god outfit. He wouldn't look good in a tux, so I prefer he stays this way. He would look good in a tux. Just gotta get it tailored for his body type. I was a god, and now I will marry and become a human. Feels better this way. That's why we were taking the more modern approach by allowing the attendees to dress however they want. It's like just come in whatever cosplay you want. I mean, some people do that. They have fun with it. I think my cousins, I wasn't able to go, but like I saw pictures of it afterwards. Like they had fun with their wedding. They had like some attendees like dressed as zombies and going around like scaring scaring the crowd. They had fun with their wedding. Yes, Dad. I nod to Dad's words and take a step forward. Then we head to the chapel. The music plays and the door to the wedding chapel opens. A flowery carpet laid over glass is placed across the aisle. I walk down there with Dad arm in arm. I take each step carefully to make sure I don't trip over my own dress. And we still haven't seen Lynette. Will we get to see the dress? Did like Ryuki make it? Cause like, I mean, he's the fashion designer, but he's not like really that involved in this route. And soon I arrive to the end of the aisle to where Shelby awaited. I go from Dad to Shelby, from father to husband, from daughter to wife. That's how I'm changing. Ugh, my daughter! I can tell Dad was crying behind me. Filled with emotion, Mom is pulling at Dad by the arm. Oh my, you're so hopeless. Mom refused to speak with Dad when he cheated on her with the robot vacuum cleaner, but it seemed not to matter in the way she beamed at him. I mean, it's not like he cheated on purpose, like he was manipulated, but alright, Venus is probably gonna rake him over the coals for a while. That is the gaze of someone who loves her husband. That's a real married couple. I look ahead and notice that the Reverend is looking at us. The wedding will finally begin. Shelby, do you promise to be true in sickness and in health, in good times and in bad, and love her and honor her? I do. Lynette, do you promise to be true in sickness and in health, in good times and in bad, and love him and honor him? I do. I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may now kiss the bride. Yes. Shelby pulls up my veil, and then... I get to see their wedding regalia. Okay, the dress looks different than Ryuki's route. There's more blue accents, which makes sense, because Shelby's like colors are blue. It looks sweet. It's a very pretty dress. He wraps his arms around my waist. I'm around my waist, and our lips touch. Smooch. Smooch. I close my eyes and experience the most gentle kiss in the world. In front of an audience. A precious kiss from your loved one. The kiss of oath to become married. You're so beautiful, Lynette. Really? Yeah. I am the happiest man in the world. Shelby gazed at me sweetly. He says he's the happiest man in the world, and I feel the same. Because I have come together with my one true love. Congrats! That's so wonderful. Congrats! I hear applause and flower petals began to fall. Huh? I thought the flower shower was saved for when we exit the hall. I looked to my side and saw that there was a huge crowd. My coworker in the next desk over to me and my colleague in the planning department. I also see the people at Shelby's reunion cheering for us. I thought this was a small wedding. Hey Shelby, you better take good care of your wife. Shelby the SS, congratulations! Those guys. Shelby glanced over at them and made a wry smile. Did I mash the button? Okay, no. There was a time when we were a fake couple that it was for work and status. Whoops. But now we have become husband and wife for our own sake. We are driven by our newfound love for one another. It's okay if Cupid isn't around anymore, because we can still express and feel love for one another. A luminous ray gleams into the wedding chapel. White and blue flower petals dance around like sprinkling snowflakes. We are blessed by so many people as we kiss one more time. This is the expression of our oath to each other. The end. Aw. Alright, this is the best ending where they get married. It goes back to title. Alright, so that was a happy end. Now let's see if we can get the normal ending. Oh god. It says in the guide to like, load save file of 5, but obviously I've like made more than that many files. It says, where does save file 5? Okay, I think it's actually this one. Shelby's resolve. I just have to make like a few bad choices to get the normal end. Alright, let's do that. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. And we'll skip around a bit. That was what he was at the bar. Alright, we'll have to redo the contract. We'll have to redo the contract. I say that jokingly, but I want to get Mr. Snail to laugh, but that's the wrong choice. Right. I'll get on it right after returning. He responds weakly, making me regret my choice of words. He's not getting the joke. He's truly depressed right now. Because I found that out, I turned to Mr. Snail once more. Shelby, you told me the other day, it's better to cry than to hold it in. You told me I can cry because you're by my side. Skip. Okay. Now I can skip the dialogue. So yeah, it looks like I just have to do like 3 wrong choices and it puts you in the normal end. Skip. I wonder how long this is gonna take. There's like quite a few like chapters in between choices. Like towards the end there was like some chapters where we didn't get any choices at all. Oh boy. Skip. Look at this, the skipping is a little bit stilted. It's not like a smooth skip. Whenever there's like a music transition or a screen transition, it kind of like halts a bit. Wait, I wonder what the normal ending's gonna be. With Ryuki, I'm guessing like in the normal route we're not gonna get married. Or at least it's not gonna be like a wedding. Because of Ryuki's route, we end up just like living together. Like we were still together, but it was like a little flawed in some way. Like there's like less character development for Ryuki. Let's say it's a practice date. This one. This is a practice date. No, I say that honestly, and the president looks hurt. In truth, I didn't want to call it a practice date either. But when he invited me, he said he wanted a personal lesson. That should be the right answer. No, it's not. Wrong. Liar. I wasn't lying. Whatever. Come on, let's go, Raoul. Alright, bye. See you again. Both of them walk away together. We saw them off, and the president and I stood slightly apart from each other. I skip and pressing the Y button. It's just like, see, as soon as the dialogue is like the same. Guessing this is skippable. Yep. There's like only a few different dialogue boxes when you choose different choices. Skip. Alright, so I think the next choice is like when we eat the chocolate. The devil's chocolate. Parasite infection. Even though we're making all the wrong choices, you're still gonna fall in love in the end. End of chapter? Trying to think how long, like... Trying to think of, like, if I should edit this out, or... just kind of wait and see, like, how long it takes to skip through this all. It does kind of give you some context, like, where we're at in the story. It's first one, it's not too long. Like a minute. Amazing how fast we can skip through the chapter when it takes us like 30 minutes to talk through it. Da-na-na-na-na. Now it's nighttime. See how many bad endings there are. I think there's 3 bad endings as well. I feel like a lot of the bad endings is just like you pick like one wrong choice, and then one of them is just like the bad end where you have the wrong love match, which kind of sucks if you're just kind of doing this blind. Because then, like, if you had the wrong love match and like you were in the wrong route, you had to get through the whole story only to say like, oh, bad love match. There's all the boys! We're gonna be able to date someone else next. It says the next route recommended is actually Gil for some reason. Let's see. The chocolate. We have to ask about it. What is this? Aconite? Do you know what kind of food this is? I asked Aconite since he was nearby. He took a bite and smiled. Is that Raoul? It's kind of weird to call him Aconite. This is made with a divine drink called Amrita. Drinking it can make you immortal. Oh, thanks. We're probably going forever, so I cut the conversation short. I look at this thing and it's said to be made with Amrita. I don't know what it is, but it's probably something really tasty according to Aconite. Aconite seems to enjoy it earlier, so I should try one. She eats it anyway. I take it in my hand and take a bite. My eyes widen with joy. So delicious. What is this? It's so good. I felt so impressed that I couldn't stop eating. I wanted to buy some for myself, so I looked at the back of the box. It had chocolate on it. Oops. Huh? Chocolate? Then is that? This is that? Oh wow. Collapsed. Drunk off chocolate. Is Amrita like... I gotta I'm not sure what Amrita is. I'm like, I know rules like just throwing mythological terms. Yeah, that's in Sanskrit the word means immortality. He's just throwing mythological words. Alright, roll. Okay, now we have to get through probably guessing it's gonna do all this silly conflict. And then we get to the normal ending. Orders to do anything, my queen! Skip. Owen, don't do it! You have your whole life ahead of you! Don't worry, we'll go on with the knowledge that Mars is not gonna allow Owen to stay in jail. For actions that Mars caused. Okay, we're gonna make Dad fall in love with the vacuum cleaner. Kinda odd that she has the power to make people fall in love with inanimate objects, but okay. Okay, single studio apartment. Oh, this is where we're gonna get all hot and steamy with Shelby. Smirch. And they get some DoorDash. Alright. Pragmatic love. Okay, so this is a normal end. A few days after Shelby and I have expressed our feelings for each other. It's a bit too cramped. Shelby was drinking coffee one day while mumbling about something. From that day, I moved into his apartment where we lived together. By the way, I did bring Chi here, but he ran away on the same day. I don't know where he went since. Oh, he is a divine beast, he can go wherever he wants. I saw him fly to the sky, so maybe he returned to Celestia. As usual, Chi can be so delicate. Anyway, Shelby and I were overjoyed, or enjoying rather, this life we share together. I'll say they're just overjoyed by the life that they have together. I guess it can be a bit cramped for two. This home was where Shelby lived alone originally. He said that cleaning would take too much effort if it was too big, so it wasn't too spacious. I'm also starting to think it's a bit cramped. But Parasite House is on 1st Avenue is too far from the office. This home is located on 8th Avenue, so Cupid Corp is within walking distance. This is the other charm about this place. I hug Shelby from behind as he sits on his chair. Do you also think it's cramped? For two, maybe, but when there's less space, we can stick to each other like this. You... Shelby looked a bit embarrassed as he leaned towards me for a kiss. As usual, he has his laptop computer open. He's working at home like he always does. If he's going to work, maybe it'll be nice to have a study. It's fine now, but there could be times when you want to have some time alone. I did want a more spacious place when that time comes. The kitchen of this place is also a bit cramped. Having a bigger table could be more convenient too. You're right. Then let's look for a new place tomorrow. A new place? Somewhere that's a bit more spacious for you and me. There happens to be a long weekend for that. Shelby turns around to wrap his arm around my waist. He pulls me in, so I sat on his lap. Finding a new place together sounds wonderful to me. Felt so happy that I wrapped my arms behind his neck. That's a wonderful suggestion. Let's go search for a home. Then it's sit. But if we have more rooms, we can't do this anymore. It's fine. I'll be sure to give you lots of attention. I see. I mean, you can still be lovey-dovey and still have your offices. The tone of his voice is happy. I'm glad he doesn't find me annoying. I tilt my head towards him, and we have a sweet and slow kiss like the kind lovers do. When our lips touched, I tasted a hint of coffee. The bitter, dark roasted coffee. It's Shelby's favorite flavor that seems so mature to me. When we lived on 1st Avenue, I didn't know a thing about him as he was always working. But now I'm finding out about his preferences. He is a prestige parasite and a workaholic, but as his lover, he will spend time with me. So what kind of home do you want to live in, Shelby? Alright, this is the lover's route, not the marriage route. I mean, you can kind of think of it like it would make more sense for them to live together first and then get married. like just kind of get used to each other first. Let's see. We look at the laptop screen to look for real estate. First, let's limit it to within walking distance of the office. And I'd prefer to share the bedroom. Haha, I agree. Also, you're not gonna be like, I love Lucy, just have separate beds. I mean, they did sleep in the same room, they just had separate beds. We decide on a big kitchen and a place with a veranda. We browse at more houses while sharing our opinions. I'm so jelly. They could just look at houses and be like, yeah, we can afford that. Rip. Rip real estate market here. I wonder if we can find someplace nice tomorrow. Our talks to the future brought me so much joy. The next day. On 9th Avenue. There wasn't any that looked good. Alright. We're going to various realtors of Los York together. But Los York is a popular town after all. The realtors on 7th and 8th Avenue didn't have properties that matched our preferences. So right now we're looking at properties at 9th Avenue. It's a bit farther, but still within walking distance to the office. I hope we find someplace nice at 9th Avenue. Oh, hi, Alan. Oh? You two are looking for a place? We turn around and see Alan there. Hi. Hi, our darling. How have you been? Just fine. I'll be blunt with you, but you can't have her. Shelby pulls me close as if to fire a warning shot. He knows Alan's MO. Looking at Shelby that way, Alan smiles happily. Oh? So you two are dating now? Alan smiles in a suspicious way as he licks his lips. That's right, he is the thieving parasite. Why are you licking your lips there? Did you not hear what I said? Don't worry, I won't steal her from you. I can't trust you. Anyway, what brings you here, Alan? I tried to change the subject to ward off this ominous mood. Alan glances over at the shop next to us. Isn't it obvious? You're right in front of my pillow shop. I looked to the side at the shop. The signboard said that says Pillow Luxuria is right there. This is Alan's shop where I visited previously for our practice date. Did we go to the shop? I mean, we didn't go on a date with Alan yet in the prologue. No, so this is your shop. You seem to have lots of boxes. Did something happen? Doesn't really look like a pillow shop, does it? Looks like some cultist store. Got some artwork in the back, some weird jars of stuff. I'm guessing the cloth there is supposed to be pillowcases. Oh, I was thinking of moving soon. Oh, really? Yup, and I was cleaning up the shop right now. He is such a slave driver. Clarice, why are you hanging out with Alan? I'm like kind of suspicious of them because I don't know. I kind of had a theory. Since they both have purple hair, like maybe they're related somehow. Like if one's an incubus, they said Alan said he was an incubus. Like maybe Clarice is a succubus. And it would kind of be weird too if they were like the same people, because I think in some folktales, like incubuses and succubuses, like they just kind of revert, like they switch between the two. Like a succubus will like go around like seducing men and then transform into an incubus and then like use this thing that they get off men to impregnate women with, which is kind of weird too, because like in the folktale they like revile the child born between like an incubus and a woman as like a demon, but I was like, wait, but the succubus just got that from a human man and just like transferred it to a human woman. So that's just like some form of like AI right there, some artificial insemination there. It's probably just like some way to explain like illicit affairs and cheating, but I always thought that was weird. Like, you just like the child's not a demon, it's just like genetically human if that was the case. But I don't know if this is the case here, because like I think this is like the second time we've seen Clarice and Alan in the same room, so like it can't be the same people. Clarice came out from the back room while carrying a cardboard box. I was surprised to see my best friend there so suddenly. Clarice, you know Alan? We do. We meet often because we go out at night all the time for some fun. Oh, that's right. Right. Clarice is also like a man-eater. She has like all the relationships that she wants. Clarice goes from man to man at night. I'm sure birds of a feather flock together in these cases. I see, so you're moving. Are you getting out of Los York? Yep. I'm moving to someplace much farther away. I just finished up an important job, so there's a huge weight lifted from my shoulders. Alan said that with an expression of relief. Seems like what he said is true. Oh, when I look at you two, I want to start looking for my true love, too. That's why I'm thinking of taking a trip. Oh, Clarice, are you leaving, too? President, please process this. This is... Clarice takes out a letter and hands it to the president. It was a letter of resignation. Aw, sad. Huh? Hold on. You're quitting the company, Clarice? Sorry, I had to rethink my life when I saw you leave our apartment so happily. I thought that maybe true love could be nice. Oh, really? Well, I hope Claire's the best. I hope she finds what she wants. Kinda sad to, like, lose your friends, like, when you get married, though. I didn't think that would influence Clarice. Never thought that Clarice would even want to look for true love. But if she's gonna travel to find her happiness, I do want to support her. Although it will get lonely without her around. I see. It'll get lonely without you, but can we stay in touch with the messaging app, right? Of course! I'll report to you when I find a nice guy. Clarice gives me a big hug. I can smell her sweet fragrance that had bewitched so many men. My adorable roommate. She was my first human friend that I made in the human realm. I have never had to say goodbye to someone like this before. I can feel the tears forming on my face. Take care of yourself. Haha, you're over-exaggerating. I'll be fine. Right now, you should focus on your happiness with the president. Clarice looks at us both and winks. I heard that you're looking for a new place. Yeah, we want to find a place that's within walking distance to the company. Then how about here? It's getting put up for sale. Oh, that's convenient. Oh, that would be nice. The second floor of the shop is the living quarters. It's too big for one person. What do you two think? There'll have to be a lot of redecorating, but I guess. Kinda weird to just take something that Alan was in before. Huh? Here? Oh. I have that. The Chat Noir poster. I have that in my house. The kitchen is that way and the bedroom is here. The bathroom is pretty big, so the both of you can use it together. Oh? Shelby and I were hesitant, but we decided to take a look at Alan's place on the second floor. There is another room in the back that he doesn't use. We could bring in a bed to use as another bedroom, supposedly. Once I move out, you can redo the decor to fit you. What do you think? The space is perfect, but it's the second floor of a shop. I'm closing up the shop so you can use the first floor however you want. You can start a business or use it in your living space. A new business? Upon hearing that, Shelby's eyes lit up. It's gonna make it like another office. Oh, I was thinking about opening up a branch. But wait, it's like next to Cupid Corp. I was thinking the same thing. We do have a lot of customers on 9th Avenue. 9th Avenue is an expensive residential area. Rich people and celebrities like actors and actresses live here who are also our members. They are busy but still make it to Cupid Corp. But they often talk about how nice it would to have a more quiet branch at 9th Avenue. Just like a street away, come on. That's not a bad idea. We can open up a salon for easy access consultations and it can lead to further members. If I do open up a branch, can I ask for your help? Of course! As an advisor. Then you are the branch manager of this new place. I am counting on you. Wait, what? That's not romantic at all. Huh? Branch manager? Not as a bridal advisor? What? Branch manager? Me? That's a lot of responsibility. That's a huge promotion. Good going, Lynette. Are you not satisfied with it? No, but it's a huge responsibility. Clarice is right. It's a big promotion. But I was also excited in how I can directly affect the increase of customers. I do want to try this. I do love to work and to do matchmaking. Are you sure it's alright for me to do this? There's no one better qualified than you. Then it's set. I'm gonna become the branch manager. This was the promotion that I dreamed of. Dad fell in love with a vacuum cleaner, but wasted no time in getting back to decrying humanity. Not exactly mission accomplished. Rip. Okay. It's not like it was before, where he kind of like went easy on them and accepted humans. My Cupid bow is already lost, so I'm no longer Cupid. My location can't be discovered by the gods anymore. Right. So that means I can live freely now. When I thought that, I suddenly felt genuinely happy. This is the promotion that I'd wanted. I feel happy when I'm recognized. I'm also happy that there's more I can do now. I'll start building the remodeling image of the first floor. I have to do all this stuff on getting the branch opening too. Yes. We also found our new home. Shall we head to the office? Yes! Isn't it your day off today? You people are such workaholics. The two really make a good couple. Alan and Clarice both smiled at me, despite having a bewildered look on their faces. Before we arranged for the moving company, we decided to look around the decor of the store by going down to the first floor. Definitely gonna have to change the decor to fit Shelby's taste and Lynette's taste. Soon after that, I was busy with preparations on opening this branch. A month later, we were finally able to open the 9th Avenue branch of Cupid Corporation. Oh. Oh, she's not getting married, but he does look nice in the suit. Looks more mature. Bridal advisor, welcome! For appointments, please come right this way. The bridal advisors are guiding the customers who have arrived. I look at the advisors and the customers and get a sense of relief. It's getting a good start. Today we'll most likely be dealing with Cupid Corp members who want to transfer to the 9th Avenue branch. I also see new customers. I'm pretty fond of Cupid Corporation, but that building stands out too much. That's why I couldn't bring myself to go. But this one's much more unassuming, so I could speak my mind better. Do you mind if you tell me more about it here? Not a problem. An advisor takes out a pamphlet that was made for the branch opening. It was a newly designed pamphlet with a sheet color. We deal with our customers according to their needs. That's why we got advisors who are much more mature as staff here. Thanks to that, the customers are able to relax. This place has a much different atmosphere than the headquarters on 7th Avenue. Oh hi, Roel. I'm here. Congrats, Lynette! You got promoted to branch manager. That's amazing. Rip Gill's love. Uh-huh. The decor isn't bad. There's a humidifier, so the moisture level is fine. I think you can be productive here. Haha. Thank you so much for coming, everyone. The Parasite 5, who had quit searching for a marriage partner, are also here. I've actually invited them to the grand opening of this branch. I wanted them to understand that finding love can be a great thing. If you like, please take a look at the pamphlet. We redid the whole thing with the opening of this branch. Gil hands me a bouquet and I handed him the pamphlet in place. At that moment, the door opened. Gil is still trying to get with Lynette. Seems like things are going well. President, yes! Thank you for all your help with this. The president is here. I couldn't help but smile as he stood there looking around. Okay, he's in the picture too. Oh, he's in a nice suit. Nice snazzy suit. It's not like like they're getting married, but it almost looks like they're getting married though, because Gil handed her the bouquet. They're married to their work. This is a nice place. Really? Yes, it'll foster better communication. It's functional so that time won't be wasted. If I was still looking for a partner, I would have joined. He was looking. He glances over at me to tell me that he isn't right now. I won't say anything because we're in public right now, but my finger has a glittering engagement ring. I mean, I thought they're like, yeah, he did still give him the engagement ring in this normal route, in this normal chapter. Maybe I could kind of think of this as like the in-between between like the best end. Like the normal end is just like the month lead up to the wedding. Maybe this is like how they deal with their relationship in between by also becoming workaholics, but still. I had been busy with the opening of this new branch, so we didn't have time to discuss our future. But one day, this ring will become a wedding ring. A bright future lies ahead. My work and love life has only just begun. The door then opened again to signal the arrival of another customer. There are people all seeking a marriage partner. In order to deliver love to everyone, I take a step forward. And then I'll say my usual line. Welcome to Cupid Corporation 9th Avenue branch. The end. I mean, they're doing what they like, but I mean, it is a very pragmatic love. Very practical and business-oriented love. Alright, so that was a normal end. I can kind of accept it by mushing it in the timeline, like, before the good end. Is like, they're going to get married, but, like, not yet right now. Alright, so we have been going for a while, but I think I will try to mush in the bad endings as well. Probably... I think... Which one is it? This is load save file 3. Which one was 3? 3 is... Work before love. A little bit further back. I think it's this choice. Load. So let's do bad end 1. Hopefully I picked the right... Yeah, I picked the right choices. We're up to me. Alright, why don't I become secretary? I mean, it seems like she's inevitably just gonna become, like, some sort of business partner with Shelby. I guess marriage is also a partnership. Alright, why don't I become a secretary? Why don't I start helping out with some of the secretarial work? You? No, you are born to be a bridal advisor. It would be a complete waste of your talents. But I do appreciate the offer, though. Sorry if you all felt pressured to say that. Oh, no, not at all. Just then, our coffee arrived. Alright, skip. I think there's... This is just like, you have to just pick 2 wrong choices, and then it goes to the bad end. Like, from this point. Seems kind of harsh, but... Because there's like certain checkpoints you have to get across before you can either get like happy, normal, or bad. What's the next choice? Pretty soon, I want to think. Actually I have to pick the same answer that I picked before. I guess this is technically the right answer? Well, I guess this works too, because I can just skip the dialogue. I'll help it out however I can too. Skip. Okay, the world is the stage. When is this in the timeline? Let me see. Let me look at the flowchart. Kind of get an idea of like where we are in the story, because it's been a bit. So there's like still a long time before like... Yeah, before like the end. Oh wow, this is way early. This is way early in the route. Okay. I didn't even realize how much further along. Okay. Well, anyway. Yeah, it was way early. Alright, the next day. In the morning, I went to the office and was called in by the human resources. What's happening? It is the bad end, so... So the president put out a directive to advertise for the position of a secretary. Is it possible for you to take that role? Me? Oh. This is the secretary route. Yes, the president has a lot of trust for you. We would much prefer that you take up that position. What should I do? I was thinking of recommending other colleagues, but the recommendation went to me. I felt happy that the president trusts me, but I'm Cupid. I feel fulfilled by my work as a bridal advisor right now. I'm also working on a new project plan. But I can't immediately accept this. It's true that I do want to help the president. Yeah, I guess I could manage him better by his side as a secretary. I can watch what he eats and also be able to come closer. I started my advisor work to show up Dad, but in recent times I'm prioritizing my role as the pretend wife more than matchmaking. Because there are weird people around him, it would be better to be by his side right now. I understand. I'll happily accept. Oh no, it's gonna be the cliche secretary who's like dating her boss. I see, that's great. I'm sure the directive will be issued soon, so please come back again tomorrow. Understood. And now, instead of the advisor, I am now the president's secretary. I think it is. Aw, this feels rip our married life. I went from Cupid to secretary. My salary went up, and it's a de facto promotion. In other people's eyes, it's a big step up. In the beginning, I was just helping Owen, but soon I became the main secretary. Every single day, from morning to night, I managed him. For some reason, that was very fulfilling work for me. She just devolves into a workaholic. Becomes like him. Excuse me, President. Your next business meal is at 7 p.m. It is at the restaurant at Los York Hotel. Considering the travel, it would be best that you go now. Right, I'll be going soon. He stopped working and stood up from his desk. He then put on his jacket he had hung against the wall. The president was about to go out, but then he suddenly stopped as if he just remembered something. Oh, I'm sorry. I promised them to bring my wife with me to today's business meal. Haha, I know. You can leave that to me. I untied the ribbon I usually wear on my head and switch over to my wife's face. Just let her hair down. Just like, ruffle her hair. I continued being his wife while being his secretary. This contract marriage has been going on for a while. I've stopped doubting my reasoning for doing this anymore. That's not good. Shall we go, Shelby? I take his arm and look up at him. The president made a faint smile. Yes, but first, the usual. Haha, I understand. I put my fingertips on his shoulders and closed my eyes. I waited for a bit and our lips touched. Oh no. Oh, this feels so wrong because it's like so early in the chapters. It is like the boss taking advantage of a subordinate. Smooch! We started the ceremony as husband and wife at some point in time. We wanted to present to others being a couple better this way. Before going to a business meal as husband and wife, we will kiss. I don't remember who suggested that in the first place. But by kissing like this, the client's reaction at the business meals looks different. We act as though we've been married for years. He acted differently from work and his reputation as a devoted husband became firm. The awkwardness that we had resembling newlyweds is now long gone. Our lips then separated. I opened my eyes as if we were waking up from a dream. Shall we go? Wait, I put my fingers over the president's lips. You have some lipstick on you. I wipe it off with my fingertip, then I wipe my finger on some tissues. I throw that tissue into the trash can, then took out my lipstick from my bag to reapply. Now we can go, Shelby. Right. We lock arm in arm and head out of the president's office. Oh, now she's like the sexy secretary now. It's like, you don't... I mean, it is cliche. I could see this happening. So, I'm not gonna knock it completely. It is thematic, I will say. From Cupid to secretary, from secretary to wife. The show must go on. Uh-oh. The curtain call is not here yet, but I know that we can continue this forever. We know each other's emotions without even having to say a word. Oh, well, I think the chapter was the world is the stage, so they're not really in love. It's all an act. Sad. But yeah, it is thematic with the boss secretary cliche. Alright, that was bad ending 1. Let's see. Bad ending 2. Says load save file 4, which in my file would be the wedding of Rome and Julie? I think it's this one, this file. Where are we on the flowchart? Just to kind of get... Okay, a little bit further ahead. Kind of get, like, where we're at, story-wise. Alright, maybe there's some rejected plans in there. It says to just pick one choice, just flip through the documents. Curiosity got the better of me, so I unfolded a piece of paper. There was a mysterious writing scribbled all over it. What's this writing? Hey, these are ancient mythological glyphs. Why would they be here? The glyphs are used in ancient times by the gods. Wait. No one in Celestia uses them anymore, so I can't read them either. What could it be? Now I'm really interested. What would Mr. Snail's office have something like this? Is there a god nearby? No. I've heard in mythologies that in ancient times the gods communicated with humans using this. It's not odd for humans to use it. Wait, I'm confused. I thought we'd find some, like, damning evidence or something for Owen. The problem is whether there's someone here that can actually use this. President, aside from Owen and Peter, has there been anyone else entering and leaving your office? Speaking of which, Raoul Aconite came recently. He said he's playing the role of president, so he wanted to observe me. I see, so it's Raoul. Raoul is a mythology enthusiast. Could have jotted the ancient glyphs on a memo and just left them here. What? But this memo could belong to Raoul. It was outside of the trash can for the shredder, so it could have just been forgotten here. After thinking about it, I decided to confirm with him before putting it through the shredder. But... Huh? This isn't mine. I contacted Raoul via message and had him come over. When I showed it to him, he shook his head. Huh? It's not? Yeah, I haven't deciphered it enough to write it myself. Oh, do you mind if I take a look? Raoul starts reading the glyphs with a very serious look. Treasure of the gods? Take back once more. I got it. This talks about the location of the treasure of the gods. What? This is starting to get interesting. I'm happy that you showed this to me. Thank you. This could be an amazing discovery. The gods must have left this paper behind to bestow the treasure onto us. I don't think that's the case. Wait, did our dad infiltrate the office or something and like leave some paper behind? He is a god, so I guess he can go inside locked places. But it was left at the president's office, and you were interested enough to take it. The gods have guided us together here. The ancient glyphs can be deciphered with some old books at the National Library. Let's go together on the next break. Sure, I don't mind. I guess it wouldn't be bad just to research it. I am bothered by why there's a memo with ancient glyphs at Mr. Snail's office. There could be a hidden problem that needs solving. This is like going in a totally different direction. Cupid's treasure hunter. And this started the ancient mythological glyphs investigation with Aconite. At first, I only looked into it because I was interested. But the more I looked into mythologies with him, the more I got into it. By the time I realized it, I was more focused on deciphering the glyphs. The art of the glyphs are a deep subject. They look similar but have different meanings. My heart is struck thinking about their motifs. This is my first hobby outside of matchmaking. I feel like it's a search for my own roots. My desire for knowledge is piqued. Aconite is the obsessed parasite. When I'm with him, I start to understand why humans grow these obsessions. Wait. I don't care about prestige or work anymore. The world has lots of fun stuff like this. Oh no! Wait, is that how it ends? No. So that's why you've been slacking off with work? It wasn't my intention to be slacking off. It's just that my priorities have changed. What happened to rebuilding the project plan? Oh, I left that to a colleague in the planning department. I know that she'll do it right. I've suddenly found this new obsession. Would you like to join in the exploration of the island of Crete? Please look at this. According to these documents, this memo is about a holy sword found deep in a cave in the island of Crete. I have work to do. I would never let my work slip in quality by obsessing over some hobby. I care about my status. Aw, you're such a square. It'll be fun if you have a hobby or two. I have no need for it. You just go on your own if you want. The doorbell of my home rang. Aconite was here to pick me up. Mir, it's time to go treasure hunting. Sure, coming. I took the suitcase I prepared and wore my treasure hunting hat as I waved to the president. Well, I've already applied for a paid time off, so I'm off. She's gone. I thought she would share my passion for work. Humans can devolve so quickly if they find an obsession. Heh. I suppose I shouldn't be so obsessed about work then. Time to get back to work. A man has no value unless he can defend his status. I don't have a second to waste on things outside of work. And this is how my path split from the president. To be blunt, our ratio of work-life balance is too different. He wants prestige in work. I want hobbies in my private life. Humans are creatures with individual senses of value. I guess that's true, but they may walk the same paths at some point, but there'll always be a fork in the road. But I have no regrets. You only live once. It's better that you just enjoy it. It's fine to work hard to show up dad, but now that I found a hobby to obsess over, I can't stop. This is a real slippery slope here. What's going on? All I did was take a look at a piece of paper, and now we're what? That's all it took for to go off the rails of the route. I'm headed to Greece, deep into a cave in the island of Crete. I'm going there to obtain a holy sword. Finn. That was a super slippery slope there. It just get pigeonholed into a bad ending. Alright. That was the silly ending. That was Raoul takes you out of the Shelby route ending. Alright. Yeah, that was... Okay. That kind of threw me through a loop. Alright, so the last ending, bad ending 3. We have to go really far back. This is one where we like, mismatched the love test. And then we have to, like, pretty much do the whole story. Do the whole story again. To the very end. Which I'll probably edit out. Where is it? I have to load... It's the love match test, right? I think it's this. All the way in the common route. Yeah, I think it's this save route. I made one. I made one before or after Ryuki's route. Alright. Let me scroll down. Gotta make sure I pick the right answers. Alright, load. Alright, try the test. We have to pick no to all questions except 11. Skip. Alright, no. Yes. No. End. Okay. Arrows. Okay. Stop checking. So now... I think I just have to pick all the same choices. It's just all the good choices. Let me see, where is it in the flowchart? It's pretty far away because we have to get through the common route. Oh, these are all the dates. You know, get through the entirety of the common route. There's another bad ending there. And then we have to go through like the majority of Shelby's route to get to that point. It's very deep into the route. Seems a little unfair. All right. Well, anyway, yeah. Let's skip. Let me edit this out. Alrighty. Bad love match is like 25 minutes of like dialogue later. Alright, let's see what bad ending 3 is like. Let's see, I think this chapter is called Don't Cry on the Catwalk. After the time I saw the president having such a friendly conversation with a woman. So this is like when Lynette walks in on them during the middle school reunion. I felt dejected while lounging lazily in my bed while eating cookies. Oh, she's stress eating. Blag. I munched on the cookies while blankly watching the movie. I get irritated when a romantic scene shows up in the movie. Love is not this easy in real life. Shelby, you jerk. I flung the badge I had next to me against the wall. This is one of the pair of matching badges we got at the amusement park. I don't need this anymore. I sulk some more while I continue to eat my cookies. Are you alright? If you eat that much, I'll get fat. I don't care if I get fat. You won't ever reciprocate my feelings anyway. Did you get rejected? I frowned while continuing to throw more cookies in my mouth. Stress eating. I mean, I guess in this ending, the misunderstanding never gets resolved. Seeing me go quiet, Claire sighed loudly. Nothing good comes from stress eating. When feeling down, it's best to have some fun with fashion. You like getting nails done, right? Oh, right. I do. Clarice and I always go get our nails done when something bad happens. That's how I take my mind off things. Oh, Clarice, you're such a... babe. You're such a good friend. Come on, let's go. Clarice plucks the cookie can out of my clutches. It's true that nothing good will come from feeling down. Getting fat because of the president doesn't sit right with me either. Like, cause then he wins. Like, you don't get the man and you get fat and you ruin your life. I finally got out of bed. Don't destroy yourself over a man. Clarice and I went out for the night, going to nail shops and beauty salons. After getting my nails done, I start to feel a lot better. Fashion can be so fun. I guess we are the Eros love match. We're not a good match for Shelby. We would be for Ryuki. The sadness I feel starts to fade away as I spoil and pamper myself. This is self-care. I'm using my time for myself, so I don't have to worry about other things. I don't care about other people anymore. It's just not fun to be wasting my time on others. I'm just getting all self-absorbed. I'll get my nails done, go to the beauty salon, buy some clothes. From this day on, I became focused on fashion. I had to prove myself. I needed to get over the mortifying feeling. I don't care about the president anymore. I told myself that while continuing to improve myself. And then one day... Is this like her becoming a model or something? Or a fashion designer? Recruiter. Oh, okay, this is her becoming a model. Excuse me, are you interested in becoming a model? Huh? Clarice and I were eating at Cutie's diner, and I was suddenly handed a business card. A model? Hey, this is what the agency is with Vague. No association with Vogue. Vague? Vague is the name of a high fashion magazine that all of Los York girls know. Yes, I'm surprised you knew of us. Yes, I did receive a business card before when I worked here. That's right, lots of industry folks came to Cutie's diner. Clarice is always getting people trying to recruit her. But I didn't think I would get recruited too. While I was being surprised at all this, he took out a piece of paper. I mean, I guess this is less than usual. Didn't Ryuki, like, go to space? I guess this is less unusual. Our company's looking for our Paris collection model. If you're interested, then please come here. He handed me a piece of paper with a map on it. After leaving that, the recruiter left. Paris collection? That's amazing. This is your big chance. Yeah. The Paris collection model is something all girls of Los York dream of. This is a once-in-a-lifetime chance. But if I went to Paris, I wouldn't be able to see the president anymore. But if I don't see him, the pain I feel in my heart will be gone, right? Oh, just erasing her pain with other stuff. Covering it up. That's it. It's painful because we live in the same town. Best to start over in times like this. If I go to a new place, I could find a new love. But honestly, I'm done with finding love. Clarice, I'll give it a shot. I'll go and improve myself even more as a woman. Maybe Ryuki will look your way. Wowzer, you sure are motivated about this. You have my support. There's lots of nice guys in France too. Yes, how do you know that? You've been to France lately, Clarice? And thus I went to France. I dressed up and aimed to be the top model. I decided to live on my own. Fashion is a fun thing. You don't need to think about yourself, so it fits me nicely. I don't care about love. I hate being Cupid. If I remained as Cupid, I would have to defend the president's company. I discarded my instincts and tried to find my own way of life. I believe that I could find that in this new place. The end. Another slippery slope here. She just abandons everything. I thought she wanted to get people together. I guess good on her though. She's trying to find her own self-worth. Maybe not the healthiest manner, but still. Okay. I think that's all the things. I want to say that's all the things. Okay, so I got some common routes. Oh, these are probably from the dits. So yeah, I've got all of Shelby's stuff. I saw all the bad ending chapters. So I think in the next route we do, yeah, next route we do will be Gil. It's kind of weird that they suggest that he be third, because he is on the cover. So like, usually the cover boys are like the final boys, but in the walkthrough, that I'm like following, it says to do Gil after Shelby, and then Raoul, and then Alan. Well, Alan is also a cover boy, but yeah, we'll do Gil in the next route. Once again, we'll do like the common route. I might have to do like a lot of editing, or we'll be skipping through a lot of dialogue. It'll pretty much, the main part would just be like picking the choices that favor Gil, and then like doing Gil's date in the common route, and then we'll get onto Gil. But we might shelf this game for a while too, because I've kind of already spoiled this already. We're starting a new Let's Play, a new Harvest Moon Let's Play, and I already put like some bonus videos of it out already, so like people know what I'm gonna play. But yeah, maybe we'll get to Gil's route sooner rather than later though, because there might be some like grindy bits within the LP that like I won't be able to record anything for a while I do the grindy bits. So we can maybe do Gil's route in between then. But anyway, yeah, I hope you had a fun time with Shelby's route. It was sweet, and then yeah, the bad ending. Some of the bad endings made me laugh. I don't know, what was that, like that one bad ending where we just go off with Raoul? Like what? I guess the obsession took over. The obsessions can be real. It can devolve like that. Alrighty, well, I hope you guys are having a fun time with this, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.